We know the holidays can up your stress level. Everything from buying gifts, holiday parties and gatherings, things to do, family and friends visiting. It's overwhelming just thinking and saying it all. So what are some tips to get you through it all? And when should you see a doctor if it gets too out of control? Let's talk about it. Joining me now once again is Dr. Natasha Bhuyan from One Medical. All right, so many things causing this stress. So what are some of the most common things?
You know, and the holidays are really a time of joy and celebration.
Ironically, right?
Yeah, they can also be stressful and sad. And for a lot of people, they're both good and bad.
Yeah.
So 89% of people say holidays do cause them stress for lots of different reasons. One of them is family. So it's if you can't be with family during the holiday time, that's hard. You know, for other people, they have toxic family or unsupportive families. That can also be hard for them.
Yeah.
Another thing is loneliness. People who don't have a good support network during the holiday times, that's more pronounced. The other one I really want to call out is grief.
Yes.
You know, when people lose somebody, they carry that with them forever. And during the holidays, it's actually more pronounced.
Yeah.
And certainly that first holiday without a loved one, you really feel it. But even many years after you've lost somebody, you know, it might be grandpa used to always dress like Santa Claus and now he's not here. And we feel that more during the holiday time. And of course, things like finances and buying gifts and all the pressure of perfection. Things have to be perfect.
Not enough time.
Not enough time.
Yes.
So all of it together, there's just a lot of reasons that people have stress right now.
Okay, so let's talk about solutions and ways to just navigate it and try to control it.
Yeah, so I say the number one solution really is setting boundaries. So the word no is a complete sentence. And so that means if you can't bring that dish to the potluck or you can't host, it is okay to set boundaries and say that you're not able to do that.
Yes.
And speaking of grief, it is important to honor lost loved ones.
Yeah.
And we can do that in lots of different ways. It might be that you dedicate a Hanukkah candle to them or a Christmas ornament, you know, play their favorite song, eat their favorite food. It is better to acknowledge the loss and to remember those memories as opposed to just ignoring it.
Right. And I love that you bring that up because it was really hard when I lost my father, you know, 4 years ago, and his birthday is on Christmas.
Oh my goodness.
And so one thing that we do in our family, and I encourage other people too who have lost, you know, a parent or a loved one, is to do something special like you were saying.
Yes.
So what we do, my dad's favorite dessert was cheesecake. So I always make a cheesecake, and that is our dessert for Christmas.
And it's a new tradition. It's a great way to honor him. I love that. It's really just acknowledging and just acknowledging our feelings as opposed to burying them and pretending like everything is perfect, which we tend to do. You know, other things that really do help: avoid overspending, set a budget and stick to that budget. You know, kind of make sure that you are having a plan and you know what you're doing. The other piece of this is avoid overindulging in things like food and alcohol. So I also,
that's so hard, Natasha.
I know. I also do see people are going out, they're drinking more, they're eating more. This is a time of year that people who have prior addictions to alcohol or drugs, they sometimes do relapse. And so we need to be mindful of all of it.
Sure. Okay, so when should you see a doctor though?
Yeah, so you know, here's the thing. Holiday stress and holiday blues can easily evolve into something more serious: anxiety disorder, depression, or seasonal affective disorder. So seasonal affective disorder, we tend to see more in the winter time when there's less sunlight. And so I tell people, get out there, get some sunlight, because that increases serotonin in your body, helps your mood.
And people think that, you know, we live in Arizona, oh, there's plenty of sunlight, but it could happen here.
It does, yeah, and even in Arizona, the days that have the shortest amount of sunlight, it's 4 hours less sun than in the summer. So we are losing a lot of sun, even in Arizona. So I do tell people, look for some warning signs. If you are not eating well or sleeping well, if you're feeling withdrawn, if you feel like your performance is slipping at work or at school, and you feel like you're not the husband or the father or the parent that you want to be, you know, things are changing, certainly reach out to a doctor for help. Something more serious could be going on. And then I always tell people, if you have any suicidal thoughts whatsoever, call 988. That is the new crisis line. There are people here to help you. We don't want you to go through this alone.
Yeah, that is so, and it's important for friends, coworkers, family to be very supportive.
Yes, yeah. Check in on other people, ask them questions, let them have their emotions, because the people around us might be feeling, you know, we might be feeling excited for the holidays. They might be really struggling, feeling withdrawn, and just really feeling lost with nowhere to turn to. So we want to make sure that we're checking in with each other.
Great, great advice. Thank you so much, Natasha.